Good morning and welcome back to my channel. I've got to tell you briefly about last night. What a brilliant night. Now this is a really great example of the lesson that I learned from my last trip, which is to try not to stay, at least all the time, in these touristy 4-star hotels. I ended up in this little kind of hotel, guest house, bed and breakfasty type place. And the people were so lovely. In particular, I obviously I am traveling by myself, so you do get a little bit of a worry, at least I do, about that, because you are having to either hide yourself away or interact with people. And if you're by yourself, sometimes that can be a bit intimidating, especially if you don't speak the language, which I don't. So I came down for dinner. I thought I was going to get a little something on the terrace by myself and just fiddle with my phone. And I walked into a room with 6 other completely French-speaking people who had a smattering of a few words of English, and I speak no French. And they made me feel so welcome, so at home. We were trying all these weird foods that this guy just kept bringing out of a jar, out of different jars that he had, and the meal was brilliant, by the way. He and his wife, they prepared it together. What a brilliant night. And I got a little bit tipsy, because that's not my fault, that's his fault, because he kept bringing out these different things he wanted me to try. It screams out the fact that I need to do more of this smaller places. Now, having said that, I think I'm going to stay at a bigger hotel tonight, mainly because I've got to get some work done and the Wi-Fi was terrible there. Anyway, the plan for the day. I wanted to travel into Andorra. I was actually really looking forward to that. It's supposed to be beautiful. However, there is a huge there's a huge amount of rain that's going to be happening, and although I've got all my waterproofs on and everything, it's no fun for me anyway riding through the rain. I don't want to do that. So last night there was 2 motorcyclists that were there. They didn't speak any English, but they had really good map and a lot of experience, and they indicated a route to the east of where I am. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be traveling east, heading down towards the coast, and maybe even end up at the coast. A bit of a trek, but let's see if we can get as far as we can. I've got nothing specific booked hotel wise, as I say, yet anyway, and so let's see if we can get as far as we can, and hopefully we'll see some really good scenery on the way, even though it won't quite be maybe as good as Andorra. A bit of a difference from yesterday. I'm coming to the top part of this pass, I think, but as you can see, there's not a lot of visibility now, and the roads are wet and a little bit slippery, so I'm just really taking my time here. I mean, I'm not heading towards Andorra. I've just checked the weather map for Andorra. Again, an updated one compared to the one I did 4 hours ago, and it's getting worse there. So I'm trying to head away from that, which is obviously a good decision, because this isn't much fun. Well, of course it's fun. It's loads of fun, but you know what I mean. It's compared to. Let me open this a little bit, get a bit of air in there so I can stop steaming up. That's better. On the positive side, I can't see the drop, but I know it's a big drop, so although it still makes your stomach turn. So I've come over the top of that pass. I've got to say, this road is really it's challenging me. It's obviously just 1 car width wide. I haven't seen any cars, but I mean, at least I can see where the drop is now. It's not too bad, the drop, although I'd live that. I'd survive that, but up there you wouldn't. We're coming down now, which is good. Even in the rain, this is just so much fun, I can't tell you. This little track though, this little road is pretty windy, so I'm having to really watch my speed and just focus on the rear brake. I know everyone else will bomb around this, but I'm not that person. I mean, the way I do this is I'm just only using the rear brake now in first gear, just pottering round. I'm enjoying myself, but I'm going at my pace. I dread to think what other riders think about me doing these corners. I dread to think. But again, I just want to emphasise, I'm really enjoying myself, even if I'm doing it at my pace. This is probably why I like coming away by myself, to be honest, so I don't have to constantly worry about keeping up with other riders or holding up other riders. Having said that, I've got a good friend of mine, a guy called Tim, who has got a fantastic bike, and we've talked about doing a road trip together for a while, and I think for the first time really, I'm actually really looking forward to that. And I say for the first time, I think it all comes down to confidence, obviously, and ability, but in particular confidence. I like to have control of where I go, how fast how long it takes me to get there. Also, when I want to just stop and crash for a while, not crash, don't use that phrase, rest for a while. And of course, being solo, it gives you that flexibility. By the way, can you see those tunnels there? I'm going to stop for a second. Can you see those tunnels there? I would love it if somebody could tell me what they're for. Obviously these are ski resorts, so it naturally must have something to do with skiing, but I cannot see what. My only guess is people are on a conveyor belt to get to the top of that. But why? If it's snowing, you're going to get snowed on the way down anyway. So can someone tell me please what those tubes are? If you can comment below, I'd really appreciate it. Because I've been seeing them everywhere, and I can't, because quite often they're really short. It's not like they're going up the hillside or the mountainside or anything. Round we go. Okay, so I think we can continue on pretty much the bottom of the valley now, onto our next destination. I think I just saw a sign saying road bar, so I'm thinking it said 15 kilometers, so is this going to be another one of those really stupid situations where there's not really obvious signage that says the route's blocked? So I'm going to continue on down here and the route's going to be closed for 15 kilometers, because that would be bloody annoying. You see, here we go, look, route barred. 9 kilometers. I can't go that way because this is what happened before. I'm going to have to go up there and see if I can go an alternative route, I think. Can I do that? I'm going to head up that way. That's definitely blocked. Let's go this way. Oopsie daisies. Ideally, if we can get in gear, that would be even better. Oh, it's gone a bit weird on me. There we go. I don't know where this is going to take me. Let's hope that let's hope it doesn't just want me to turn around. Now, the last time I got pushed off route because of the road blockage, it was the best ride I have ever had. It was amazing. So I wonder if we're going to have a similar experience. Oh, we're going to start to get interesting now. God. Do you see what I mean about taking... The last time I took that route where I had to change direction, it was the best ride. This is amazing, isn't it? I've just come all the way down off that mountain and the route is still barred going that way, even though I can see it's brand new tarmac. So I'm almost tempted to lift one of those barriers and ride through it, but I won't. There is a deviation, so we'll go right. Well, I do kind of feel that I've copped out a little bit on this one. It is very much a touristy hotel, this, but I'm not going to complain at that. It's literally on the beach, as you can see, and the whole thing was £92. I mean, how ridiculous is that? I'm over the moon to be here for probably 2 nights, because I'm going to catch up on a whole load of work tomorrow. Before heading on down to Barcelona, where I'm attending an event, and then I've got to plan how I'm going to get back home. Again, I haven't really got any fixed agenda, but I've just got to get back to Santander, and I've got a few days to do that. So, as always, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please click on that like button, because it really helps me and my channel. But also please subscribe and click that bell notification icon so you don't miss out on any of the future videos that I've got coming your way. Thanks so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.